everybody, welcome to the first in my series of hashtag 100 things, and today we're going to be creating this cute little mini album. The video that follows is a full process video showing you step by step from beginning right to the end of how you can make this yourself at home. So get comfy and enjoy the tutorial. Don't forget to press the like button, give us a thumbs up, don't forget to leave a comment, and don't forget, most importantly, to subscribe to this channel so that when I'm uploading more hashtag 100 things, you won't miss them. Have fun! Hello everybody, it's Amanda from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Today we're going to be making a project using the Best Route suite. The stamp set is called En Route. There's no dies to go with this, it's just a stamp set. But these do punch out with your little circle punches, and the rest you can just, you know, cut them out. Really lovely set, great for non-female themed stuff. Cards, albums, you name it, home project, you can make it with this set. It's also great for scrapbooking, for, you know, if you're scrapbooking your holidays, things like that. Lots and lots of uses. So what we're going to do today is what I call a little squash mini album brag book type thing, or you could use it as a card. So you can get 2 out of a sheet of 12 by 12. Now I'm using Daffodil Delight here. The actual colour in the suite is Pineapple Punch, is the shade of yellow, but I don't have it in 12 by 12, so I'm using Daffodil Delight, and it does seem to go nicely, so it's fine. So what we're going to do is, this is 12 by 6. So like I say, you're getting 2 out of a 12 by 12. We're going to score it every 3 inch. So 3, 6, 9. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to score it in half at 3. Okay. So let's just move that scoreboard away for a moment. I've written all my measurements here so I don't forget, but I will put them on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. So what we need to do now is we need to remove this square here and this square here. Okay, we're going to remove those, we don't want them. So let's just cut those away. As neatly as you can. You could use your trimmer. I'm just gonna do it by eye and use my scissors. Okay. So that's, and I'm gonna do the full process. I'm not gonna skip any bits out. So if you want to make one at home, what you can do is you can watch me, and then you can go back and get the things that you need. And you can pause the video, do a bit, play, pause, like that, and follow along. Okay? I find that's the easiest way to learn. That's how I learn projects, if I can. That's how I like to learn them. I don't always learn them from YouTube. A lot of stuff that has been seen before, I will say, I've seen visually on Pinterest. This particular one I saw, and I'm just going to trim the actual score mark. I did see it on Pinterest, but it was in centimetres and it was in German. So I just looked at her pictures and thought, and figured it out. Gave it a try and figured it out. So we've got that shape now. Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to score this one here and this one here on the diagonal like so. So we do that using a ruler, super simple. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one long score from the corner right through the middle and right across to the other corner. So I'm putting my scoring tool right in the very centre there, and I'm butting my ruler up against it, and then I'm swivelling it until I've got both corners there lined up accurately. Okay, and then I'm going to score one score mark all the way across. Okay, then we're going to fold and burnish all of our score lines. Okay, me get my, where's my burn folder? Burn folder. You do want them nice and crisp so that it all folds together nicely and kind of compact. We've not done any extra scoring, like, so there's no gussets, it's just a small, but you can put little pictures in, you could cut bits out like a little mini scrapbook, or you could have it as a form of card, like a birthday card or something. Okay. And then fold on that diagonal one and give them a really good squeeze, like that, okay? And then it will all fold together, and how you fold it is that flap goes in, okay? And then you push the diagonal, this one, in, okay? You push that one in. Am I doing that right? Does that need to go in? Is it that way? I don't think it matters. Let me try and remember how it goes. Like that, that's it. Okay, I've remembered. So that flap goes in like that. These two will push in so that that all pushes up, and then it closes like this, like a book. Okay? Now it's not all complete, like I say, there's no gussets. So you've got to really squeeze it and get it lined up. Okay, but we're going to put a front and back cover on it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start and decorate this. And the first thing that I've done is I've added some tabs. So I'm going to cut these, and I'm using this tab punch, and I'm just going to do 2, I think. And I'm using Grapefruit Grove, so I'm using a lovely bold colours, and Grapefruit Grove is in the DSP. Have I got the right shade there? Yeah, I believe so. Oh well, it matches, I'm not worried. I might have got the wrong card stock out there. I think it's right, let me check. Yeah, it's right. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put another one here. So I'm putting them on before I start and layer with my DSP. I want it about there. Okay, and this is just going to make the little squash album kind of interactive, because these tabs will encourage somebody to, like, you know, pull them sections out. And I'm just going to staple it. You could glue it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squash it all back together. I want one on the back here as well, but I want it to be visible at the side of the first one, so I'm shutting the booklet up so I can see where I want it. Okay, and I want it there. So let me just keep hold of it. There. Okay. And there we go. Okay, now the other thing that I want to do is I want to add a front and a back cover, which is just ever so slightly larger than this, and here they are, and these measure 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and this is Blueberry Bushel card. It's one of the new in colours. And then the DSP, this is the Best Root DSP. Okay, these measure 3 1/8, do they? Can't remember if I changed the size on that. Yes, about 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. Okay, so they are going to attach to the front and to the back. Okay, like so. But before we do that, we're just going to stretch some ribbon across as well, because we'll use that as a closure. So I'm getting a bit of Blueberry Bushel ribbon, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some tear tape across the middle there and there to hold my ribbon in place. Okay, get that off. myself quite a long length, and then I can just tie it or whatever. And then, quite importantly, I'm going to open it before I attach the rest of it. Otherwise, when you open and shut it, you don't want to find that you don't have enough, you know, that your ribbon's too tight. So, add it on fairly loosely. It doesn't have to be. You want to make sure you've got room. And there's room there. Okay, so now I can add my front and my back cover, which I'm going to glue. I'll put some glue on here. Because the covers are larger than this bit, I'm adding the glue to the covers to make sure I don't, you know, put glue on bits that aren't getting stuck. So I'm going to put it flushish up against there, but I want a nice even increment on the sides and the front, so I'm just checking. Okay, that's that. Give it a press. Do the same on the back, and then that's our covers done. Made ourselves a little booklet. Okay, well, there we go. And then these little pull tabs encourage the person to pull them open. So now what we need to do is we need to layer all of this with DSP and do a bit of stamping. So I have pre-cut them all to save time, and I'll leave all of the measurements over on my blog, but basically the inside squares need to be 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. Don't forget the ones on the diagonal will need a bit of extra cutting. So let's just quickly get some of these down on here. Okay, so I'm just fast forwarding it for you while I stick these panels on so you don't die of complete boredom. It, you know, knocks 10 minutes off a video, makes it a bit more palatable. You can see what I'm doing. It's not difficult. I think there are 10 panels altogether that need layering with DSP. And I am using liquid glue from Stampin' Up. It's done the job perfect, and it looks really lovely. Just use different ones on each one. Don't have two next to each other, except for the front and back cover, of course. They can be the same. And just try and get it nice and neat. And there you go. So what we need to do now is a little bit of stamping. So we've got our little tabs here. So we're going to stamp some fun elements for that. And I think I quite like I like this, which is like a map pin. I like the aeroplane. Let's just get them stamped. So map pin and aeroplane. You can put them on the back side as well. I won't do it in the video. I'll just try and make it a little bit quicker for you. And we're going to have, what colour shall we have? Let's have blueberry bushel so that it shows up beautifully. Blueberry bushel. Okay. One there. And one there. Okay, and then I need my little tiny hole punch, circle punch. This is a 3/4 of an inch one, and this does make them fit on that tab that we've created. So here we go. We're going to glue that on there. Could have stamped that on the yellow cardstock and then stuck that on. That might have looked nice. Might it? In fact, I'm changed my mind. I'm going to do that. Sorry. Bear with me. I just changed my mind. Let me do that again. It's not very good. There we go. There we go. I just think it stands out a bit more than the white. Yeah, I like that. A little bit of glue. Just move that ink pad. Okay, so let me just think where that ends up. It ends up like that, so it wants to be that way around. Okay, and as you can see, those fit on there perfectly. If you use a 3/4 inch circle punch, yay. Okay, and then this one wants to go at the top. Like so. Okay, so now we can close that up like so, and we're going to do a sentiment for the front. Let's just tie it in a knot a minute. I'll decide how long I need that when I've done tying. I'm a bit sticky. Okay, I'll just tie that in a knot a minute and just weigh that ribbon down. Keep my book shut. Okay, so let's just move that there. It's still quite wet. It really does need to dry. Let it dry in between if you've got time. And we're going to stamp a sentiment now. So let's have a look. What have we got? Do something awesome. We've got You're Going Places. I like that. Have this, You're Going Places. So we're going to have that in the blueberry bushel, stamp it there, and let's have a look which circle punch goes nicely. That one. That was a good guess. So this is a 1.5 inch punch, and then I'm going to do another layer in, I want 1 3/4. Where is it? Where is it? Is that it? No. Here it is. I should have them in size order, shouldn't I? And then it'll be easy to find. So 1 3/4. Punch that out. Some dimensionals. Layer those up. Get off. I'm all sticky now. Get off. Okay, You're Going Places. I like that. Lovely sentiment. And then we can have some on there, why not? And then we'll put that on there. Put it on here, like so. Let me just add something there. I think it needs a banner. I think it does. Let me find a piece of scrap. What's this one? Piece of scrap. Let's have a look. We'll have the... What should we have? I'll just have that one. That's quite nice, isn't it? It just needs a banner. Let me see. If I just do a 1 inch. 1 inch. That's going to fall off a lot. 1 inch, so that's 2 7/8. If I cut it to about there. No. You get my banner punch. I love how my craft room's set out now. Everything is within reach, so if I change my mind when I'm doing a project, which, you know, I invariably do, that's going to make that too small. I'll cut it by hand. The banner punch does cut them quite deep, and I don't want it that deep. I only want it not deep. Otherwise it'll cut it away quite low down. Let's have a look. Do I like that now? Yeah. Sorry for changing my mind. Stick that on there like so. Stick that one on there like that. And then I think that's nice. There we go, I'm going to leave it at that. So there you go, I'm not tying that bow on camera. I'm not prepared to do it. So there's our little booklet. As I say, brag book card, mini scrapbook, journal, whatever you like. Nice and interactive and fun, quite easy to follow and easy to make. All of the measurements will be over on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. You'll give that a try, and I'll see you again soon. Don't forget to join me for the rest of my hashtag 100 things. This was number 1. Bye for now.